Have you seen the movie American History X? From the 90s, I think. There's a man in the movie who goes to prison. In prison, he is put to work doing laundry. And we see this dialogue between him and another guy doing the laundry. And the other guy says, "You're attacking the laundry as if it's ever going to end. You're trying to finish the laundry. You're giving yourself a heart attack. And I don't mind, but you're giving me a heart attack as well." And they continue finding a rhythm where they just, I guess, don't stress to get finished doing the laundry because they know it will never end. They just get in this calm, repetitive movements of doing the laundry and letting the day pass on. I thought about that movie because I had all these leeks straight from the earth, full of dirt. And I was attacking them as that man in the movie was attacking the laundry. Difference being that these leeks, these are the leeks. It's defined project. It's not like the never-ending laundry. But nevertheless, that's not a good mode to do a project. And I was so frustrated because when I what do? I peel off the layers. It was dirt in between the layers of the leek. And I was just annoyed and contemplating just not caring about the dirt. And then I thought, what pleasure will I get from these leeks if I don't do proper work and we end up eating whatever we were eating with leek in and chewing sand? I was like, no, come on. Had to put myself in a better place before I could finish this. I just took leek by leek and I peeled them open as much as I had to check. So I wouldn't guarantee there are no grain of sand at all, but I was quite thorough and took everything I could find. The original plan was to cut them into pieces and then freeze them. Don't let the incredible blessing of a handful or 2 handfuls or more of leeks, don't let that blessing become a burden, a source of annoyance. That's just stupid, I think. Oh, the other thing I have here is celery. They too are full of sand, so they need to be washed. And I guess I will do the same. I'll just wash them and freeze them. I keep thinking and rethinking, deciding and redeciding. I've changed my mind. Cutting these things up, making them ready to put in whatever dish I'm making in the future. I just started thinking about when I'm cooking, what feels like a thing that is most time consuming. Guess that might be different for each project or each person, or depending on whether I'm cooking alone or together with other people. But I have this feeling, yeah, cutting vegetables is just taking up a lot of the time. Oh, I had forgotten. I haven't used much Leeks lately. I forgot that even they are strong enough to sting my eyes. They certainly are. Now I have to watch the video back to see what did I just cut. Wasn't it 2 leeks? That's not as important as how big were they. And I've learned to always write what it is in the bag or the box that I put in the freezer. How much I think, oh, I know what it is and I will always know. I don't. There will come a time where I have no idea. And even though I think, oh, it's obviously Leeks, it must be obvious even when it's frozen. Yeah, you never know. I've thought that before about other things. And it's not necessarily that obvious. Also, I just wrote month and year. That's very nice to keep the freezer somewhat organized and keep a bit of control of what is there. Maybe I would even try, I have this board that I haven't got started to use as much as I would like. I just wrote freezer and leek and celery. I just find that some things they are hard to keep in mind that I have, whether it's in the freezer or I got some garlic as well, and I've put them in the cupboard. And that's an unusual place for me. I usually have garlic in the fridge. So it can be hard to keep in mind that I have them. Maybe I should write them too on the board. Like a note to self, you have leeks and celery in the freezer and you have garlic in the cupboard. Yeah. It's like I have these other types of onions. What were they called again? I don't remember, but it's a kind of, it's in the same family as onion. It's like, in Norwegian it's called like grass onions. I checked the name and I know it's not that in English, but they look like not much thicker than grass stems. And we have that outside. We've had that all along. Quite a bit of it as well. And if I managed that bed of those onions well, I guess I could cut them at least twice during the season, and they would regrow, produce more. But I keep forgetting that we have them. So, do you have any tips for how to keep in mind what you have if you have blessings like that on places that you're not used to, or places that for whatever reason it's hard to keep in mind? I was thinking a board like what I have on the wall back here could, for example, be like you could draw a map. It could be, yeah, even if you have a lot of things in your garden, I guess you could draw a map of the garden. As well as drawing a map of the different storage spaces in the house. Just felt like touched sand, but I cannot find any, luckily. I guess if I was unlucky and encountered sand after I'd started to cut them, I would put them in, oh, I don't know what these tools are called now. I actually have no idea. But if we put it in something like this, it would be easy, I think, to rinse the sand off. If you are storing food in the freezer in other things than plastic boxes or plastic bags, I would love to hear about it. I have... Oh, my eyes. I am, to a degree, I'm using a lot of glass, this little glasses in these sizes. These are examples of the sizes. I just wash and reuse different kinds of glasses. Mostly what I freeze in those is broth, and it can be berries as well. And sometimes, yeah, for example, with dough, Kransekaka dough, I often use a big glass box. I guess it's 2 or maybe 3 liters. It was hard. I tried now. I found it hard to even try to talk while I was writing. Experience would tell me it's highly likely that I start to write what I'm saying. Talking about storing food in other things than plastic. Several years ago I bought this Beeswax wrap set. This particular set is 3 pieces, different sizes. I bought 2 sets. It was on sale. And for a while I was just annoyed with myself. Why did I do that? Because I didn't use it. Didn't find any use for it for a long time. Now, as you might see, it's well used. I use them all the time. The little one fits over, if I put something in a kitchen glass, for example, or a small, very small bowl. This one fits. The regular small bowl, maybe a liter or something, fits this. The bowl for my canwood machine, this one fits great over that. Yeah, this said 35.5 times 33 centimeters, the big sheet. Middle sheet 28 by 25 centimeters, and the small 20 by 18 centimeters.